I recently was visiting with a friend and client who provided a quote that I thought was very relative to investing and life in general and being happy in life. And that was, believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. And I think that's, really important, regardless of, what our beliefs are, what our values are. I think we should question what we hear and what we see. It doesn't mean that it's not all, some of it's not true, some of it's not accurate. Certainly it is. I don't think the universe is out to get all of us. But it is important to really dig down and do our own research, run things through our own filter, and try to figure out what's fact and what's fiction. And it reminded me that the topic of believing nothing we hear and half what we see and verify really stuck out to me on the subject of what's popular labeled today as doom scrolling on our devices. And that is, we get on our devices, our phone being the primary one, and we scroll through social media, right? I do it too. And sometimes it's just going down a black hole of what I would call doom scrolling, or what they've labeled as doom scrolling. And it's basically, I'm not a technology expert, but it's basically the algorithms that are built into the social media platforms and the technology. The great thing about that is we see more of what we want to see. If we like certain products, we like certain services, we're not having to go through a bunch of stuff that we don't want to see things that are of value to us. That's also the downside of it, because if we're seeing some negative things that tear at our emotions, start to affect us psychologically, and the algorithms, the social platforms think that we want to see more of that, and I've identified that as something we want to see more of, all of a sudden we're seeing more and more negativity, more and more negative news, more and more fear mongering. And what that does to me, at least personally, psychologically, is it starts to get in my head. And I'm sure working with a lot of our clients and investors, I know it gets in their heads, in your heads too. And it starts to just feed on these things. And we see more and more negative news, and it starts to affect us financially. It starts to cause us to maybe make some decisions with our long-term goals, ambitions, and dreams and our money that maybe we wouldn't make if we didn't start heading down that path. And so I think it's just a really good reminder on the subject of doom scrolling is to maybe take a step back and make sure that it's grounded in reality and that we're making good, solid financial decisions, not decisions that are going to affect our future financially that are based on emotion and fear.